Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Allison from AndSewSheBegins, and today I'm going to be showing you all how I made these cute Halloween napkin rings. They'll be perfect for any Halloween dinner parties or as little gifts for family and friends. So if you want to know how I made these napkin rings, just keep watching. Alright, so here I've gathered all of my materials. I have 2 pieces of black fabric, 2 pieces of thin batting. I've hooped my tearaway stabilizer into my embroidery hoop. I have some small scissors and matching black upper thread and bobbin thread. Alright, so I've loaded my napkin holder pattern onto my machine. I'm going to attach my hoop to my embroidery machine. And we're going to start off with a placement stitch so that we know where to put our batting and our fabric. Alright, so now we finished our placement stitch, we know where our napkin holder is going to go, so we can go ahead and place our batting and black fabric on the top and bottom of our hoop. So we're going to sandwich our hoop in between black fabric, batting, hoop, more batting, and more black fabric. And now that we've put all of our fabric and batting in place, we've hooped our hoop back into the machine, we're going to start our tacking stitch to secure all of our layers of fabric and batting. And now that we've finished our tacking stitch, if we take our hoop out of the machine, we can see that it's stitched out a bat outline as well as a circle in the center for the napkin to go through later. So now I've hooped my hoop back in my machine and we're going to stitch out the eyes of the bats. Alright, so now that we've finished stitching out the eyes of the bat, if we unhoop it, we can see that our bat has our outline, 2 eyes, and the circle. So now we're going to use our scissors and cut around the outline of the bat as well as the circle inside. So we're going to do this on the front and back. So here I've taken my hoop out of my machine, I have my small scissors, and we're going to very carefully cut around the outline of the bat as well as the circle inside. I'm going 1 layer at a time, so I'm doing the black fabric and batting separately so I get some very clean edges. So just take your time and carefully snip away around the bat. Alright, so now you can see I've finally finished trimming around the outside of the bat, so we're going to move on to cutting out the center around the circle. Alright, so now we've finished trimming around the outside of the bat as well as the inside circle. So I'm just going to clean up some edges on the front and then flip the hoop over and do the same thing on the bat. Alright, so here you can see I've finished cutting out around the edges. I've cut out the bat on the front and the back, as well as the circle. So now I'm going to bring my hoop back to my machine, and I'm going to sew some zigzag stitches to make sure I cut closely enough around the edges. Alright, so now I've finished the zigzag stitch, and I can see that the edges that I cut out are encased by the zigzag stitch, so I can go ahead and start my satin stitches to finish off my project. And now we're done with the satin stitches, and we've finished our project. So I'm just going to unhoop from my machine and carefully tear away the stabilizer around my napkin ring. Alright, and now we're done with our napkin ring. It's all ready to go around some napkins and be the centerpiece of all of your Halloween dinner parties this year. Thank you to everyone who watched to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more content.